What is good, GBO crew? It is your girl back with another video. You guys already know what it is. If I'm sitting down, I'm just kind of here to just, talk. We're going to get a little personal, all that. I feel like since I've always talked about when I do these videos how I want to do more of this on the channel, since there does seem to be a decent amount of you that do seem to like this side of me and do enjoy these type of personal sit down videos. So I was like, it's the new year, let's start off right. So I wanted to end off this month of January, this slow month, but you guys already know why. But I wanted to end off this kind of slow month of January with a sit down video. So yeah, be sure to subscribe, do all that. No fancy intro. Just get right into it. But if you are new here, it's your first time seeing me, most of the time, under normal circumstances, I am doing music reviews. I am somewhat of a music connoisseur, if you will. I'm also an artist myself. So yeah, you are more than welcome to stay here and watch this video and get to know me before I make you laugh and giggle in a review. But if you want to watch a review first and come back, it's all good. But if you sticking out with me, trying to get to know me, like for real, I appreciate you. But let me stop rambling. This is what happens, you guys, okay? It's why I find comfort in my notes. I find comfort in structure. But as you can see by the title, I want to talk a little bit about self-deprecation and priorities. And you guys probably thinking, well, Samaya, those things are kind of on completely different ends of the spectrum. And they are kind of. But then I got to thinking, I feel like in cases of like mild or like severe self-deprecation, it can lead to kind of a very skewed regulation of your priorities, because if you're self-deprecating, you're not valuing yourself, so therefore you're not going to put yourself first, you're not going to prioritize the things that you need. Feel me? So what inspired kind of this talk about self-deprecation is because I had a friend ask me the other day, did I struggle with being honest with myself? And I said, not much anymore. But I think there are times where I do still struggle with being honest about the fact that I am not as kind to myself as I need to be. Like, I can be much nicer to myself. And just to give you guys some background about the way self-deprecation has affected me, or just more so like how it started when I was a young girl. Like as a teenager, as a preteen, I was not kind to myself, like at all. And I feel like there was a point in time where self-deprecation became a form of humor, and I would like to think that I'm funny. So I think, at that age, you're so malleable, you're kind of just taking in whatever you're seeing. And I feel like at that time, especially from like 2012 to like 2014, like self-deprecation was just like big in humor or whatever, right? Especially if you were on Tumblr. And I like actually saw my Tumblr to this day, but that's not the point. We're not talking about Tumblr. Point is that self-deprecation, even though it was something I would use as a joke, eventually I realized that constantly saying those things about myself is not good. And as I became an adult, I was realizing that, hey, I don't need to even joke about this stuff anymore because I'm actually believing some of it. So within the last few months, I just decided that I want to be a lot more intentional with what I say about myself and what I think about myself. I shouldn't say that like I'm dumb or like I'm stupid or like things like that. Like sometimes you say that when you're joking, but like saying it constantly, I realize like, okay, I can say like, okay, maybe this decision wasn't the best, but it's okay. So more in a sense, just not being so hard on myself, which I think is something that I have touched on before. I also do apologize if there is a glare. I literally just got off work and I have to cook and I'm hungry. Also, I did eat some cheese puffs, so if you see something orange in my teeth, please have mercy on me. Mind your business though. Like I told you, I'm keeping it real, keeping it transparent, okay? But like I said, I just wanted to be more intentional with, the things I say to myself, along with the fact of I did want to kind of start journaling more. Like, obviously, you guys know I'm a singer-songwriter, so I'm always writing and things like that. But journaling down my thoughts, I was like, I want to do better at that. But at the same time, I also wanted a planner at the same token. So I found this so cute self-care planner and journal for Black women on Amazon, and I absolutely love it. So I just started using that. Yes, I know that January is basically over, and I started, kind of started the whole journaling thing kind of late in the game since the book just started January, but hey, better late than never, okay? I really actually wrote in this book, I think I said, I do not want to let time dictate me so much. I've told you guys how I am a planner. I plan out everything like if I could, you know what I mean? Like, honestly, if I were allowed to plan my own funeral, I probably would. It's a little bit morbid, but y'all get what I'm saying? Like, that's how much of a planner I am. And what I love is that even though this is a book where I can plan out my weeks, like my upload schedule, when I'm going to record music, working out all that stuff, it's also at the same time challenging me to reflect. So every single day when I wake up, yes, I'm planning my day out. Before I even do that, I got to ask myself some questions and I have to self-reflect. So one of the things that actually, like, pretty much the first thing you fill out, well, yeah, one of the first things you fill out in the book, it asks you, what do I say about myself and what is true about me? And so I was like, wow, okay. Because some of the things we say about ourselves, I think subconsciously we know they aren't all true. They are things we are probably forced ourselves to believe, or we eventually have come to believe because we have somehow gotten our mind that these things, these negative thoughts about ourselves, are somehow true. And so sometimes trying to break that habit of self-deprecation, it is really tough, especially if you use it as a form of humor to deflect, like I did when I was younger. It's not easy. So I think answering the question, what is true about me, like I had to take some time to think. You know what I mean? Like, obviously I know which things are true and which things are not, but when I think about some of the things that I've just allowed myself to believe, it's like, wow, why is it so much easier at times to like point out all these negative things about myself, right? We all have flaws, okay? And it's really good to be aware of those. It's good to be self-aware and all that. But like, we don't have to constantly diminish ourselves and belittle ourselves. I feel like, outside forces tend to do that enough to us as Black women and to Black men, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure, in general, people feel that way as well. Like, this world is crazy and there's so many things going on, so many factors. In general, I thought this planner and journal would be a really good way, one, for me to like physically write out my plans for like uploads and things like that, and then also to journal down like my thoughts and feelings. But like I mentioned earlier, so we can get into our second topic, which is priorities, because I almost forgot what we were talking about real quick. Okay. But I feel like when you have a really bad habit of self-deprecating, it can affect your priorities because you aren't going to be putting yourself first because you do not value yourself. And I can say that personally, my habit of self-deprecating has affected my priorities when it comes to taking care of myself, whether it be mentally or physically. Like, for example, when it comes to filming, especially if I have an off day. An off day means I'll probably film about 2 videos in a day, then I film some content for Instagram, like I'll do some reels, or I will spend the first half of the day filming and then record some music. A lot of times I will not have my first meal of the day until like 3-4 o'clock. So I will put my content making, my music recording before my physical need of needing sustenance to eat. Like, I'm just keeping it real with you guys. Now, let me reiterate once again, it's not that I don't eat, okay? I don't have a problem eating, okay? I'm low-key greedy, but sometimes I just always prioritize my content and my passion over the physical necessity, my body needing food, right? And the last few times, especially in the last week or so when I've been filming for the Black History Month / Flashback February series, I've made it a point to eat something like, a grilled cheese sandwich, or some fruit right before I film. And it makes such a huge difference. I have even more energy when I get on camera. I'm not as antsy, especially since for the series, there are some albums that have been really long. You guys are gonna see that in the next few days. Well, actually, probably the next 2 days is Monday. Well, Monday. Anyways, yeah, and you guys already know February the series starts, but some of these albums are really long, and it was the first time in months I was sitting in front of the camera for more than an hour, and so I was like, oh my goodness, this is why I need to eat. Not saying that I know I need to eat in general because I'm saying I need to take care of myself. But I was realizing, like, it's not okay that I do that. And my best friend used to still constantly gets on me about it. So that's one way that self-deprecation has affected me. Like, because I wasn't prioritizing myself and what I need, not valuing myself, and things of that nature, it affected even something mundane as eating. Not realizing that I have value besides me being a content creator, besides me being a singer-songwriter, okay? Because I can't do any of that if I'm passing the floor dehydrated. You feel me? Like, but on a serious note, I believe that self-deprecation in a way can lead to you not prioritizing things that are meant to help you, prioritizing your mental health, your spiritual well-being, your physical well-being, like it has with me. But yeah, that's kind of really just what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. Like I said, with these videos, there's not really a definite do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that. It's just me kind of sharing things I'm learning as we go throughout this thing called life, child. And also, you guys are probably confused. I know I mentioned the fact that I am wearing glasses, obviously because of the glare. When I'm working, I spend a lot of time on a computer, not just when I'm editing, but my job requires me to look at a computer all day for 8 hours. So I have these blue light lenses that kind of tone that blue light down on devices, and y'all, it has saved me from headaches, okay, because my headaches used to be so bad, okay. I've been working in front of a computer for a few years now, so. And you know what, you guys, I just felt like I don't really get to flex, you know, my glasses and my frames or anything like that, because I love me a cute pair of frames, okay. It's just that glare be getting on my nerves sometimes. So prioritize yourself and what you need. Take care of yourself, take care of your body, and you know, doing the things you love, what you're passionate about, you know, all those things should follow in accordance. So yeah, that's something I'm realizing. Just, if I do not take care of myself, I can't do this. I can't do any of this, right? So yeah, I know this month has been slow, but Flashback February is starting very, very soon. You guys are going to love it. But I have a video entitled The Sounds of 2005, and I can also tell you, if you're a real one and you're watching this, that the first album that we are going to be reviewing for the Black History Month Flashback February series is going to be Toni Braxton's album, The Heat. So we are starting off in the year 2000, and we're going to work our way up. So yes, thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit the like button. Please be sure to subscribe. And do not forget to hit that bell so that you get notified every single time that I post. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if I haven't officially told you, even though I think I have, Happy New Year. And I will see you guys next time with another video.